Hey everyone, Sam here from Silly Stories for Kids. Guess what? Here's another story made up on the spot just for you. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go. One day, a little boy named Castor was sitting at home. Now, they had lovely Christmas decorations in their house, but he knew that the lady that lived just around the corner didn't actually have any decorations of her own. He was sitting at home trying to think of what he could do because he wanted everybody to be able to have lots of fun this Christmas. While he was sitting and thinking, all of a sudden he heard a noise at the window. Tap, 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 tap. He raced over to see what was going on, and when he got to the window, much to his surprise, there was a little tiger in a cape. He lifted the window, and in the window jumped, "Hello, it's me, Tiger Pal," yelled the little tiger. Hi, Tiger Pal," said Castor. What are you doing here?" "Well, I was having a look around this neighbourhood and I noticed that some of the houses had decorations and some of them didn't." "That's exactly what I was thinking," said Castor. "Well, so I thought that maybe you and me, because you look like you're very good at decorating, could have some fun together and make Christmas decorations for other people." "That sounds like so much fun," said Castor. "I'll grab some paper and some textures, and we could grab some scissors." "Oh no, not like that," said Tiger Pal. What do you mean?" said Castor. "Well, I thought that we could do it in a little bit more of a fun way," said Tiger Pal. "A fun way?" said Castor. "What do you mean?" "Come on, I've got some ideas, but first of all, hang on, you gotta put these on." Tiger Pal handed Castor a little roll of Christmas lights. Put them on what?" said Castor. He looked down at the Christmas lights and then looked back up at Tiger Pal, who was already completely wrapped in Christmas lights. "You put them on you, silly," said Tiger Pal. Castor looked back at the lights. Okay, he said. He started wrapping them around his arms and his legs until he was lit up like a Christmas tree. "Oh, this is fun," said Castor. "More than just fun," said Tiger Pal. "Try pointing your finger at that corner there." There was a little corner of the room that didn't seem to have any Christmas decorations in it. Castor looked at his finger, then he pointed it at the corner of the room. All of a sudden, in the corner of the room, there was a new little Christmas tree with its own lights and ornaments and tinsel and everything. "Whoa," said Castor, "that's amazing." "Oh, I know, but now we got to go use it to help everybody else." Okay, said Castor. "And do you know what else is very special about these Christmas lights?" What's that?" said Castor. Tiger Pal jumped out the window. "Tiger Pal," yelled Castor, worried. But as he got to the window, he realised Tiger Pal was floating. "What? How are you doing that?" "It's the very special Christmas lights," said Tiger Pal. "Give it a go." Castor jumped into the air, and when he did, "I'm flying too." "Let's go," yelled Tiger Pal. So Tiger Pal and Castor blasted out the window and started heading off around looking for windows they could see where there was no special Christmas decorations inside. As they started to fly, Castor said, "Tiger Pal, there's a lady just around the corner. I know that she needs some Christmas lights." "All right, let's go there first." So Tiger Pal and Castor flew round to the house. They flew straight in one of the open windows. "All right, Castor, give it your best," yelled Tiger Pal. "Okay," said Castor. He started pointing his fingers in all different directions, and as he did, something amazing began to happen. Christmas decorations started to appear everywhere. There were trees and tinsel and amazing lights of all different colours. "Try doing your fingers in a bit of a different shape," said Tiger Pal. Okay, said Castor. So Castor made his fingers into a diamond shape and pointed it in a different direction. As he did, all of a sudden, a star appeared, made completely out of Christmas lights. "Whoa, that's amazing!" Castor was having so much fun, blasting Christmas decorations in every area of the whole house. By the time he finished, it was one of the most beautiful looking houses he had ever seen. Just then, the lady walked back in her door. She was so surprised. She looked around the room and she looked at Castor. "This is so special," she said. "Did you do this all for me?" "Well," said Castor, "I wanted everybody to have a happy Christmas this year." "Oh, thank you so much," said the lady. "I'm so grateful." "All right, Castor, we've got to go do more decorating." Okay, said Castor, "let's go." So Tiger Pal and Castor flew back out the window and started zooming off down the street. It was very amazing, and as they were flying, Castor started to notice something. Tiger Pal? "Yes?" "Do you see those funny-looking decorations over there?" "Oh, I do. What's going on with that? They flew over to where they could see the funny-looking decorations. There was a string of lights, but instead of making things brighter, they were making things darker. What's going on here? He looked very carefully. Something strange is happening. Then he heard a noise.
I will point my finger over here, then I'll point it over there, and things are spraying everywhere.
Uh-oh, said Tiger Pal. What's going on, said Caster.
I know that voice.
Who is it, said Caster.
That is Pim Pim. Pim Pim is a very, very cheeky boy.
Oh dear, said Caster. Is he the one that's making all the silly decorations?
Let's go see. Hang on. Fly towards him.
So Caster and Tiger Pal started flying in the direction of Pim Pim, who was blasting different Christmas decorations on every angle. When they got close, Pim Pim saw them coming.
No Pim Pim here,
yelled Pim Pim.
We can see you, Pim Pim,
said Tiger Pal.
Where did you find those Christmas lights you're wearing?
Well, I was watching you two having so much fun blasting the Christmas tree lights everywhere that I started looking around where you were, and I found these ones in there that said broken, do not use. So I decided if it says broken, do not use, I should probably use them.
Oh, Pim Pim, they said broken, don't use because they're broken. They seem to be creating Christmas decorations that aren't quite right. Have a look.
Pim Pim turned around and he saw all the dark Christmas tree lights that were making everything very, 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 very silly. And then he noticed that there were baubles all around the place that weren't actually circles. They were kind of wibbly wobbly and funny, and they seemed to be getting bigger and... Oh dear, said Pim Pim.
Yeah, big oh dear, said Tiger Pal. Now we've got to try and fix all of this.
Or, said Pim Pim, I have another idea.
What's your idea, said Tiger Pal.
I don't think this is going to be a good idea, said Caster.
I think that, I should keep going. Okay, see you, bye.
Zoom! Pim Pim zoomed off through the sky and flew off in a different direction, still blasting all kinds of decorations everywhere.
Pim Pim!
yelled Tiger Pal, racing off after him.
Caster, I need your help.
We can do it, said Caster. Let's go. So Tiger Pal and Caster started blasting off towards Pim Pim. As they zoomed up towards him, they were trying to dodge all the strange Christmas decorations that he was shooting.
Don't get hit by any of those baubles. I think they're they're sticky,
said Tiger Pal as he got hit by one. Oh dear, said Caster. He started flying as quickly and maneuverable as possible, dodging all of the decorations that Pim Pim was shooting. Pim Pim kept blasting them in his direction.
No, you will not catch me. I want to play the game,
said Pim Pim as he kept flying and zooming and shooting decorations everywhere.
All right, I think if we use a little bit of our Christmas lights, we might be able to get him, said Tiger Pal.
All right, said Caster, let's do it. So Caster and Tiger Pal undid a tiny little bit of their Christmas lights each. Then they swung it around over their heads like a lasso, and they threw it over the top of Pim Pim.
No,
said Pim Pim as he got caught. He slowly stopped, and Tiger Pal and Caster flew up towards him.
Pim Pim,
said Tiger Pal.
Yes?
If you wanted to play, you just had to ask.
Oh dear, maybe I should have done that.
You definitely should have done that, said Caster. Look! They looked back at where they'd been flying, and the city looked very, very strange. It didn't look Christmassy at all. It looked very confusing, with all kinds of random, different decorations that didn't quite fit.
What are we going to do, said Pim Pim.
Don't worry, I think we can fix it, but we might need your help.
Okay, but how are we going to do that?
Well, we need to spray lots of decorations everywhere very, very quickly, so we might need to wrap you up in our special lights.
Okay, I can do that.
So they flew down to the ground, and Caster and Tiger Pal both took off their Christmas lights and wrapped them carefully around Pim Pim.
Okay, so now I guess that I just fly off and then go and try and do it all, but how do I get it all so quickly?
Well,
said Tiger Pal, with a very funny look in his eyes.
I have a very good idea.
What's your idea, said Caster. Tiger Pal walked over to Caster and whispered something in his ear. Caster began to giggle. Hey, Pim Pim, said Caster.
Yes, the Caster?
Caster went very close to him. Crazy, he said. Pim Pim's eyes got big. And not only did they get big, it was almost like his eyes were full of Christmas tree lights. And then...
Did somebody say crazy? What?
Pim Pim started to zoom back off in the direction that he'd come. As he was spinning and blasting, he was shooting Christmas decorations everywhere. When the new decorations hit the other ones, they seemed to explode into more Christmas decorations. In no time at all, Pim Pim had zoomed through back everywhere he had been and turned all the decorations back to amazing, pretty Christmas decorations. The people of the city looked up. They watched the spectacular show that was going on as it became more and more beautiful. By the time Pim Pim eventually calmed down and fell into the snow, the city was the most beautiful that it had ever looked. The people clapped and cheered. Hooray! They all yelled, and they looked up and were very, very happy. All right, said Castor, I should probably be getting home.
Yeah, come on, let's go get those lights back off Pim Pim.
They raced down to where Pim Pim was, and they undid their lights and wrapped them back around themselves. Pim Pim was still laying in the snow, doing snow angels.
Okay, I'll see you later,
said Pim Pim. Bye, Pim Pim, said Tiger Pal. See you later, said Castor.
Bye,
said Pim Pim. And Tiger Pal and Castor flew back off to Castor's house. As they flew back in the window, Castor's mum was sitting there waiting. Whoa, Castor, look at you and look at all these amazing Christmas decorations. How did you do it? She said. Well, said Castor, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story.
This episode's brought to you by Tiger Pow's very special Christmas lights. Don't wrap them around your tree, wrap them around your you, and then you can decorate everything just like me, Tiger Pow. Ha! We hope you've been enjoying the silly stories for kids. Head over to the website for other ways to get involved or to join the family. This has been me, Tiger Pow.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.